The Pixie O'Harris Award is for distinguished and dedicated service to the development and reputation of Australian children's books. To induct this year's Pixie O'Harris Award recipient, please welcome renowned Australian children's writer, Paul Jennings.
Talking about Erica Wagner is both an easy and a tough gig. It's easy because her career has been so brilliant with so many features in it. And it's tough because I've only got 3 minutes, so I'd better get on with it. Erica started as a trainee editor at Penguin Books in 1988 and was soon a much sought after editor. 10 years later, she started her own publishing company, Silverfish, which was bought by Allen and Unwin, where she became publisher of books for children and later children's publishing editor. Erica was instrumental in developing teen literary fiction as a category in Australia, working with writers like Melina Marchetta and Isabel Carmody. She was also an early supporter of Sonia Hartnett, Morris Gleitzman, Terry Denton, Craig Smith, and Lee Hobb, whose book Old Tom was written at a time when few irreverent stories for kids were being published in Australia. She was also an instigator of some of our first graphic novels for young adults, including Nicky Greenberg's amazing adaptation of Hamlet and Gregory Rogers' wordless picture books. She's also nurtured Australian illustrators and has always been passionate about First Nation stories. Her work has helped combat bias, privilege, and elitism and presented new voices and forms. Erica received the Dromkeen Medal and was also awarded the prestige Beatrice Davis Fellowship. Throughout her long and distinguished career, Erica's taste, creativity, vision, passion, and publishing acumen have helped form the bedrock upon which Australia's current children's publishing scene rests and thrives. She's one of the great forces to have shaped children's publishing in Australia. In new and exciting ways, she has opened up the publishing world to many who have thought that they could never, ever enter it. She is known amongst authors as an innovator and a person who will try something new, exciting, and even risky. And for those of us she has published, she is known for something else, her lovely manner. She is just so kind to everyone. She helps her authors do their very best. She is a mentor. She is passionate and sensitive. She's honest, but knows how to let we vulnerable and sometimes prickly authors down gently. She's strong and determined, but always brings out the best in us. She laughs a lot. She's never dismissive or angry. Her sense of humour and gentle manner inspires us all. Erica, on behalf of the APA and all the authors, illustrators, book designers, editors, publishers, secretaries, booksellers, publicists, and children who are nodding their heads and applauding right now, we want you to know how much you deserve this award and hope that in this moment you can feel all the love that is coming to you as you receive it.
Oh, thank you so much, Paul, for that beautiful introduction. I really, really appreciate it. In a way, Paul is very symbolic of my life in publishing because when I was a bookseller, I actually experienced kids coming into the shop and wanting to buy unreal and unbelievable with their own pocket money. My children learnt to read with Paul Jennings stories. And it was in the bookshop that I had my epiphany that I wanted to be an editor, even though I had no idea what an editor did. And I had dropped out of uni, I had little kids. And then I wrote to Penguin, I said, what do you have to do to be an editor? And I got a marvellous letter back from Bruce Sims who said, just try and get any job in publishing and work your way up. And I feel so blessed that I had that chance. And it was Julie Watts, Paul's wonderful editor and publisher, who gave me that chance all those years ago. And along the way, I've just had so many incredible mentors and colleagues who've helped me, made me look good. We've worked hard, so hard on so many books. I really want to shout out to all the editors today. I think editors are just the lifeblood of books, obviously, along with the authors and the illustrators. And all those fantastic authors and illustrators that I've worked with, I've learnt something from every single one of you. Some hard things, some sad things, some angry things. But I'm just thrilled with being able to look back a bit now and to see what's happened and to see so many ripple effects. And I think that's what's so beautiful about our publishing industry, and especially in these most peculiar times of all, that we can collaborate, that we can help each other, that we can look after each other, that we can nurture the little ideas. And, you know, really every book starts with a little tiny idea and it floats through someone's head, and it might float away, it might fall flat on its face, but then it can also turn into a book. And that's when the team comes in. That's when someone sees that little idea, when someone is brave enough, courageous enough to share that idea with someone else and then work on it to make it real, because we can all have ideas. We all think we've got a book in us. Not everyone does, but if you work at it, if you try and make it real and then share it and test it with the world, test it with an audience, that's when the magic happens. So I would have used up all my minutes if I'd thanked everyone by name. So I'm not going to do that because I don't want to miss out important people, but I do really, really want to thank all my wonderful colleagues at Allen and Unwin, where I've been for 20 years and had sort of quite majestically sort of built up to finishing at the end of March. And then, of course, the whole world turned on its head, and I'm still working in books, still doing some publishing projects, which I'm really excited about. But I'm so grateful to Eva Mills, publishing director, Patrick Gallagher, and Robert Gorman, of course, and everyone at Allen and Unwin, and all the other publishing houses I've worked with. See, this is where it's dangerous to mention names. I'm so grateful and really feel very honoured to have received the Pixie O'Harris this year. Thank you very much.